Hey guys, it's Kate. Welcome back to my channel. As you've read in the title of today's video, I'm going to be talking about how to finance college. I'm currently a junior here at the University of Southern California, and let me tell you, it is expensive. Going to university in America is way more expensive than it really should be, honestly, but here are some tips and tricks on things that I've done personally or that I've heard of that helps people finance their college education. So when you think about paying for college, you basically have three categories of your money. So you have your past income, which is money that you've made, maybe if you've worked high school jobs, things like that, or if you have family helping you finance your education, then it's the money that they've already set aside for you. Your present will be any current income you have. This can include your scholarships and financial aid as well. And that's the category I'm going to be focusing on the most in this video. And then lastly, you have your future money. So this is anything that you're going to have to be paying back. So this usually includes your student loans, maybe if you loan from your parents, but usually after you get your college degree, hopefully you will come out with a high-paying job. And so with the money down the line, you can use it to pay off the future money that you're borrowing right now. So when people think about college and what they're going to apply to, I know most of us think about the traditional route of applying to a 4-year undergraduate degree at a university where you start freshman year and then I'll go all the way till senior year, graduate with your degree. Super smooth, easy path, but also very expensive. It's obviously a lot better if you choose to go to an in-state school. I know that tuitions for, at least in California, if you're a resident here, the in-state tuition at the universities are like $9,000 to $15,000 a year. And that's obviously amazing compared to going to an out-of-state school where it's usually like, I think $50,000 to $60,000 in tuition. So right off the bat, going to an in-state school is already going to save you so much money. However, I know that a lot of us do want to get out kind of where we are currently. I'm from Hawaii. I was like, I can't stay home because I'm not going to grow as a person there. My life was too stagnant and I just knew that there was more out there for me. So if your goal is to go out of state, what you can do is first go to an in-state college and then later on transfer out, because then you'll only have to pay that out-of-state tuition for like 2 or 3 years depending on where you transfer out. And then if you want to save even more money, instead of going to an in-state university, you could also go to a community college near you. In California, community college, if you're a resident, the tuition's about $1,200 a year. If you're out of state, it's $6,600 a year. So either way, it's still like an excellent option and you're going to be saving so much money every year. I've met a lot of friends at USC who decided to transfer in either 1 or 2 years after they spent their time in a community college or an in-state college. They really got to have that time to save up so that once they got to USC or whatever college it is you're thinking about, it wasn't as stressful and it just made a lot more sense. So I know that it's not as traditional, but you'll be really surprised by how many people do it. So that's just kind of like on the planning side of things for when you're thinking about going into college. But now I'm going to be talking about also ways that you can finance college once you're in it. Obviously, it's ideal if you started working, having a job in high school so that you could already start saving up for yourself. If you didn't, start as soon as you can. Even if you just graduated high school, you have the whole summer before you start to just start working. I know some people take a gap year so that they can start working and saving up then as well. Ideally, everyone wants to pick a job that has something to do with what they want to study later so that it looks good on their resume through like a paid internship or anything that's just like in that sector. But if you can't, totally just take a retail job, go work at a fast food place, a restaurant. You get tips there. My friends who work as waiters and waitresses do work so hard, but they say that it is one of the best ways for them to help finance their college because the tips really do help. Work full-time summer before you go to college, and then once you're in college, try to do part-time if you can. For me, I didn't really love having that whole schedule. Like I did work some retail before I came to college, but once I actually started college, I moved away, so I didn't have access to a car or anything, and so I started doing more freelancing work. Some great ideas would be to tutor high school students in SAT or any other subjects that they're good at. I know tutors charge anywhere from $30 to $100 an hour, so depending on your skill and expertise and your clientele, it can be a very good job option. You can also do pet sitting, dog walking. I know there's a lot of apps that connect people together that way now. I also did decide to continue being a social media creator while in college. It's never too late to start, and it was a great way to kind of make some additional income. Even if you don't want to be a creator yourself, I think it's really easy nowadays. Like with YouTube, you can look at a lot of tutorials on how to edit videos, how to edit photos, how to create nice graphics on Canva, Adobe Illustrator, things like that. And you can use your services and pitch them to other influencers to help them create content, help small businesses with their graphics. You can create an account on like Fiverr to just kind of start like selling yourself and selling your services. And then 2 other jobs I also really enjoyed was doing Instacart grocery delivery and DoorDash food delivery. This obviously does require use of a car, so I only got to do this back home whenever I was on break or the summer before I started college. Some other good side hustles once you're in college is also just to like sell some types of goods or services to college kids, because they do tend to be quite lazy. Here at USC, there's been this really successful service here where they basically just have like a little stock room of a bunch of food, drinks, things that college kids want, and they deliver it to you on electric scooters within 10 minutes. For college students, it's been really handy. Like if I run out of eggs or I'm craving some apple juice or ice cream, my roommates and I will just place a quick order. I know there's also like laundry services that kids have been launching where they'll come pick up your laundry, do it for you, drop it back off. And there's definitely like a big I would say, and especially at a school like USC, I would say there's like a big gap in people's financial statuses. So some kids are so happy to pay you the money, tip you to go and do a service that they're otherwise too lazy or too busy to doing, because at the same time, time does equal money. And so if you have the time to go and offer that good or service that is really beneficial to them, like they'll be more than happy to pay for it. So I really think that capitalizing on the amount of time that people have here in college is a really good idea if you need to make some extra cash while you're a student in college as well. I'm going to move away from jobs now and go into the next section, which is scholarships and financial aid. So when you apply to college, obviously you fill out the FAFSA, and there the government decides like how much money they're going to give you every year and what they're going to pay for your college university based off your family's income status. But most of the times the government does not give you enough money, especially because if you're paying for college on your own, they do still look at your parents' status. So they could still decide to give you literally $0. So this is where scholarships are a really big deal. So I know a lot of universities offer both financial and merit scholarship. Financial scholarships mean that the university also takes a look at your family's income status, and they'll offer you additional money to attend their university kind of based off on that. And then merit scholarships are when they award you money based off of like your accomplishments, like what your resume, what your college app looks like. And by offering you that merit scholarship, they're basically incentivizing you to choose their school and attend it because they really want you, and they're willing to even give you some more money for you to attend there. So if you can get both, it's obviously like the best scenario possible. And for merit scholarships, make sure that you really pay attention to the essays that you might have to write in response to apply for that, because getting merit scholarships is honestly the best thing ever. I'm here on a half ride at USC, and every year I just save so much money right off the bat just from that, and I'm really grateful for that opportunity, and it's really been able to help my family and I out. So I really urge you to submit your applications early, show the college that you are really interested, and so you'll have a higher chance. Another great thing is that there's also so many other scholarship opportunities besides just what the university gives you themselves. Even as a junior, I'll get emails pretty much weekly about different like foundations or scholarships that I can apply to just by writing an essay or showing that I meet that type of criteria. This is often foundations that want to really target like minority groups, people that don't usually get the same opportunities to be able to attend college, particularly because of the cost of it. Check the link in my description box for a video dedicated to how I got scholarships and like different websites and tools that I use to find them. But for today's video, I really wanted to highlight a scholarship that is actually sponsoring today's video. I'm partnering with Extra Space Storage to tell you about their wonderful scholarship opportunity. They're awarding a total of 5 $3,000 scholarships to students attending accredited colleges and universities. It's a really straightforward application, and the main essay question is, how have you exhibited a commitment to diversity, equity, inclusion, or social justice through work service or other extracurricular activities? And how will your education help you continue this commitment during college and beyond? I think this is such a great question and will allow you to really portray who you are as a person and what your goals in pursuing your college education is and what you plan to do with it in the future. Any incoming or current undergraduate or graduate students are encouraged to apply as long as you are going to be entering the fall 2023 semester at an accredited college or university. There will be a link to this scholarship application in my description box. This is such an amazing opportunity. Make sure you don't miss it. The applications opened April 1st and they close on May 31st. So make sure you get it in on time. Before I conclude this video, I also have one more thing to talk about, which are credit cards. I got my first credit card while I was in college, and I think that they have really great like bonus or cashback opportunities for you to get money back from anything that you spend. You're gonna spend the money anyways, whether you're using cash or debit card, so you might as well start learning to be responsible and paying it off every month. There's no extra charge to this credit card that I got, which are the Discover It for students and the Chase Freedom Unlimited. I'll have them linked down below if you want to check them out. For the Discover It credit card, they offer 5% on different everyday purchases that you might make. So sometimes it's Amazon.com, grocery stores, gas. For your first year, they'll also automatically double all the cash back that you got. So for example, I think I had like $200 in cash back by the end of the year, so then they doubled it and I got $400 in total of cash back. You can read about this all on their websites. I'll have them linked down below. Thank you so much for making it to the end of my video. I hope that some of these tips were helpful as you start to think about how you're going to finance your college education. Thank you so much again to Extra Space Storage for sponsoring today's video and letting people have access to another wonderful scholarship opportunity. Make sure that you guys apply to it before the deadline of May 31st. I encourage you to really apply for all the scholarships that you can and that you're eligible for, because you never know what you might get. And all the amounts really add up and help you to finance your college education. If you want to see more of me, you can follow me on my Instagram page right here. I post stories pretty much every day about my college life, highs and lows of it. In the meantime, I hope you guys all stay safe, healthy, and happy, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!